These are going to be like 4 short random fucking stories in my life. Yeah, all these things happened to me, and it's kind of stupid. Right, what are we going to start off with? I got 4 stories here. Which one should I go with first? You can either pick with Stone Cold, Ghost Wank, Sit on a Turd, or Total Fear. Now, out of all them, I'm probably gonna pick Total Fear. Yeah, Total Fear. Right, this is my story with Total Fear. Right, let's have a look. 1, 2. That's new. That one. Right, 3 of these stories happened 10 plus years ago. The only one that didn't happen 10 plus ago, the only one that happened recently was probably a week ago. That is the sitting on a turd. And the answer is no, I did not sit on a turd. You're just going to have to wait for the story, yeah? So we're going to have Total Fear. All these stories happened with like 10 plus years ago. So Total Fear. Right, let's have a look at this story. Right. When I'm out and about, I don't fear. I don't think nobody's going to attack me because I'm like a big blob walking the street. I don't want to say because I know I'm a big fatty. Am I a fatty? Yeah. If I come across a lot of people, yes, I do come across as fatty. Okay, alright. Alright, there we are. Back in the day, I wasn't this big. I was chunky, I was large. And I was out and about, I thought, right, I'm going to get something. So I thought, right, I'd have a few bevies and I'd have a few drinkies. I'd fucking... back in the day, when this happened, I used to smoke a bit, you know. Pass it on. Pass the doochie on the left-hand side. I don't know why. I'd rather send it off to the... Is it to the left-hand side? Because you're... Yeah, your hand is going down your fucking... have that bit. It is what it is. So I went out, I think it was about 11 o'clock. I wanted to get to the garage station. But at the time, the closest one to me was about 40 minutes away. For me to get to that garage station, I'd have to go in some dodgy areas. I'd have to go down an alleyway, and I mean down an alleyway. I had to go down a fucking massive cliff. No, not a cliff. A hill. Where the people would travel is really... You got to go down there, and it's really dark. People... I'm not from America. I'm from the UK. And yes, 2 people have been murdered in this fucking... What am I going to say? It's not an alleyway, it's just the middle of nowhere, right? Have you ever walked through the countryside? And once it gets dark, the trees are closing in on you, yeah? That's what it's like. I'm from the countryside too. But if you go down that way, you can go this way, it's a shortcut. Well, it's not a shortcut. You can either go an hour that way, or about 45 minutes this way. Actually, no, I'm wrong. An hour and a half that way, or 45 minutes... Just go down there, there's been a murder that's occurred, and you go to the fucking garage, get what you want, and you got to come back. Now, this is where the Total Fear comes involved. I'm on my way back, so on my way back, I bought what I bought. I think it was skins, and a couple of cans. So I'm on my way back to get fucking wrecked again. I'm going to smoke some more. Back in the day, this might be about 15 years ago. It's a long time ago. And I got my can, so at the time I probably popped the 1 can, just going back home. And then out of nowhere, I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's like in the middle of a fucking countryside. There's just nothing but trees blocking you in. And, right, I'm 38 years old at the... I'm 37 years old at the time I'm talking about this. I'm going to be 38 soon. I've never felt fear as much as I did that day. So I was walking up and I got to the... Yes, when I talk about people got murdered in there, when I got to the murder house, I carried up walking past. I wasn't thinking about it. I had music as well, and all of a sudden I had this rush come over my body and it said, run. I've never had that before. I've never had that since. It just said run. Go. Run. I wasn't paranoid. I wasn't at that time. It was okay. It just said run. And I had this overwhelmed fear. And I did take off. I went boom. And as I'm running, it's ridiculous, man. I'm a fatty. even in those days, I was a big guy, right? So this fatty was just going out of nowhere, just charged off. I charged off. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get far. I was like, I can't do this. So out of fear, I was just charging, and for about 20 seconds, I thought to myself, I can't do this anymore. My heart is fucking killing, my brain is fucking dissolving. Right? A split second, I said, right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna scream as loud as I can, try to be intimidating as I can. And I'm going to put my fist out and I'm going to say, I'm going to kill you all. I turned around and I said, I'm going to kill you all. I did actually do it. I screamed off as much as I could. I screamed, I went, I'm going to kill you all. And there was no one behind me. I felt like a fucking idiot, but I felt good. I was like, there's no one trying to fucking kill me, man. So that's the only time I've ever felt so much fear I felt for my life. Maybe what I did kind of helped. I don't know. But, just walking along a sudden, I felt it and my brain said, just run. And off I went. Fatty just went. Yeah, I don't like to call myself fatty, but off I went. And after about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I was like, right, I got a choice. I can either stop and go and keel over and this guy's going to kill me, whoever it was. Or I could just turn around and say, scream off the top of my lungs, I'll kill you, and put my fucking fist in the air. And I was like, I was on battle cry. Like I said, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know. And after that, I backed my shit up. I didn't even look forward. I backed my shit up. I listened to my music and I walked backwards all the way up that hill. It's a long fucking hill, but after that I was like, I wasn't paranoid, but I was like, not cool, man. Yeah, so that's the time I got totally paranoid out of nowhere. That's that one. Right, where are we going next? What is the story? Can I do Stone Cold Ghost Wank? That one is funny. And what's the other one? Sitting on a turd. Right, we're gonna sit on a turd, right? That sounds... I've written it into YouTube search just to let me know, because I got my laptop there, just because sometimes I forget. So if I see sitting on a turd, I know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not exactly what you're thinking, right? Right, sitting on a turd, right. This is the one that happened to me recently. It happened to me today, and it happened to me a week ago, and the last time I can't remember when it happened to me. So, after 2 weeks, after 1 week, it happened to me twice, I think. It's not what you think. I'm not going to take a shit and sit on it. No. That'll be gross, like, innit? Right, sitting on a turd. That's the best way I can describe this shit. Right. Have you ever been laying or sitting down, and you've been laying and you've been watching a movie, you've been playing a game, you've been talking to friends, and you've been doing this and you've been doing that, and all of a sudden you need to go to the toilet with number 2. You need to go to have a poo. So you're like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm watching this, I'm playing that. So you're gonna just ignore it for a bit. Ignore that shit for a bit? Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I did. So you ignore that shit for a bit, and after a while it's like, oh, it's coming. I really need to go. But you decide, give me a little extra. I'm really close to finishing this movie. I'm really close to really finishing this YouTube thing. I'm really close to doing what I gotta do on this game. Doesn't matter what it is, but you're close and you keep pushing it over and over and over. In the meantime, this thing, this turd, is building up. Boom, 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 boom. It's ranking up amongst the greatest turds out there. So this thing is building up inside your bowels, and it's like, God damn it. And after a while it's like, I can't hold it anymore. This is where sitting on a turd comes involved, right? Have you ever pushed it that far? When you're laying on a bed, it's like you got to get up off the couch. And guess what you got to do? You got to get off the bed, you got to get off the couch, you got to get off the fucking settee or the fucking chair. You've actually got to sit there for a second. You move around, you bum. Am I the only one this is going to happen to, innit? So you got to get up. So you got to sit on your bum, yeah? So you bust over the shit and you accidentally sit on your bum. That's what I'm talking about. Because, like, for me, right, I was over there, I was playing this game, I was watching YouTube, and I'm like, I gotta go, and I'm like, oh no, I'll leave it for a while. I'm like, oh, shit, I gotta go. Sometimes it comes all of a sudden. So I'm like, I gotta fucking... So I scooch over the bed, and all of a sudden, as I'm leaving the bed, I gotta sit there before I actually gotta get up. So I sat on my turd, which is in me. And that's the one. I don't know if anybody has ever got this, man, but you've just actually, it's inside your bum, but you just pushed it up, and it's like, oh my god, the fuck. I actually not this week, last week I fucking done it. I was like, oh god, the fucking pain. I was like, I even stopped what I was doing because I had to control what the fuck, like. So I was trying to control the pain of this turd that I just sat on inside my fucking bumhole. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know if I was actually busting and it was a big turd, or no, if it was like a loose one, it'd be like, maybe it's like a I'm describing this shit now, and it was like, maybe, no, but it wasn't that big. If it was that big, I would have to push it down the toilet. It wasn't one of them, dude. Yeah, does anybody get that? Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I left my turd so long, I tried to scooch along my bed, and as I jumped off the bed, I sat on my bum, and I pushed the turd back into my body, and I was like, Jesus, what the fuck? And I had to take a couple of seconds to take a breath. I'm like, oh, Jesus, man. And then I had to keel over to the toilet. I was like, God damn it, I'm going to hold this fucking sucker in. Am I the only one that does? Well, like I said, apart from last week, and I think about 2 days ago, I haven't felt that thing or done that shit for a long time. So it don't happen that often, but how the hell did it happen twice in 1 week? Yeah, so that's another story. I sat on a turd. My own turd. It's not like I took a shit and I sat in it. No. I got problems. It's in me. I sat on a turd that's in me. I should have made that clear. Like, and I sat on a turd that was in me. But it's fucking painful. Have you tried pushing that shit up? Sit there, fucker. Right, moving on. Right, what are we down to? The last two funny ones, yeah? The next two are funny, I think, anyway. I'm gonna have to leave... Shall I leave the ghost one till the end? Because that fucking shit bothered me, man. Yeah, Stone Cold is gonna be next. Stone Cold Steve Austin. As far as I know, right, I've been wanting to tell this story for a long time. This is why I came up with all this shit. Just to tell this story. Right. You know the wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin, he gets 2 cans, he goes smash, blah 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 blah, bam, celebration like a fucking badass. Well, I wanted to try it. I'm not gonna lie, he's American. Have you seen those fucking cans? They're kinda small. Now I'm looking at it, they're kinda small, yeah? Well, I didn't consider that shit today. So I wanted to try this shit. Now this is going back fucking many years. Probably about 12, 13 years ago. Might be more, might be less. I'd say about 13 years ago. It was a total fail. So I wanted to try that, yeah? I wanted to see if it was possible. I'm laughing because I know it's coming. So I wanted to try this, but I didn't want to do it outside because I might look like a fucking idiot. So I tried it inside my bathtub. Inside my shower area. So I bought 2 Pacific cans to do this, and at the time I was really nervous. Never tried a Stone Cold fucking smash drink, be a badass. But this is this is my experience. I'm standing in the shower in my bathtub and I thought, damn, I gotta do this. I had 2 fucking pint large cans of Stella, really cold, and I thought, right, I'm gonna do this. I'm fucking naked in the shower trying to do Stone Cold Steve Austin's smash 2 cans together and fucking pour it down your fucking neck and then look like a fucking badass. Yep, let's do it. So I opened up the 2 cans, I went psh, psh, 2 cans of Stella. There wasn't Bud Light or Budweiser. There was no shriveled little cans where you could spill everywhere. It was 2 fucking huge pint cans. And I actually done it. I did go, I knocked them together and I went pouring down my neck. I put my head back and I poured it. And I knew something went wrong. The fucking pain in my brain, it was like, there's something gone wrong. I actually misjudged my mouth. And I actually poured those 2 really cold cans of Stella in my nose. So I went... So those 2 cans of Stella, really cold, were pouring into my nose, into my brain. And I was like... I keeled over and I was like... I was laughing at the time. I was freaking fighting for my life. I could have drowned just by pouring shit into my nose. Oh, and the amount of fucking pain from the bubbles and the Stella and oh my god, and the gases, like it was unbelievable. I never felt so much. I've eaten a lot of things and I've fucking done a lot of crazy things, but shit in Lord, that fucking burnt. You try pouring 2 Stella fucking cans into your nose and and then you can see where the fuck I'm coming from, like, you know. Oh my god, I fucking keeled over. I was more concerned about the cans, like, I was like keeled over, fighting for my life. I was trying to find a safe spot for my fucking 2 cans. I was like, I can't breathe. I was trying to find a fucking spot. I was like, it's over there. There's one over there. I'm gonna have to hold this one, and I. So yeah, I tried a Stone Cold, celebration. 2 cans together, bam, down the fucking leg hole. I put it right in my fucking leg hole, in my fucking nose hole. Oh man, I've never tried it since. And that was about 13 years ago, 12 years ago. So much I don't want to do it again. I'm afraid, alright? I tried it once, fuck that shit. It burned so much, my fucking brain is fucking melting on me. But the best thing about it, I was in my fucking shower, my fucking... Hell yeah! I contained that shit. And then when I really recovered, I thought, fuck this, I'm gonna drink the cans I had left over. So yeah, word to the wise. Don't use fucking big chunky Stella Artois fucking 2 fucking 1 pinter cans. Just stick to the little fucking midget fucking Budweiser cans or Bud Light or whatever the fuck he uses these days. Jesus. And they were cold as fuck. Can you imagine pouring 2 fucking Stella Artois cans in your fucking nose? That shit fucking hurts, man. Take it from fucking me. Right, let's have a go. Last story, right? Moving on, last story, fuck it. I can't even make this shit up, yeah? It actually happened. Right, moving on. The last one is funny, and it's not funny because I got paranoid. I'm still paranoid till this day. Yeah? Fucking ghost wank. Let's have a look. About ghost wank. Oh my god. Maybe it's not that funny, but to me, I find it really funny. And it still knocks me off until this day. It's not so much about having a wank, it's about anything. If you're doing something dodgy, this is what I'm going to take it from. Right, what it was, like I said, most of these stories happened a long time ago, but probably about 10 years, how long was it going to be? It's probably about 12, 13 years ago. I used to believe, shall I say I believed in ghosts? To this day and age, I don't believe in ghosts, but I think there might be something there. It's alright, I got over my situation. Yeah, back about 13 years ago, it might be a little bit more. I used to watch a lot of ghost stories and watch a lot of ghost programs on TV. And I used to believe in ghosts. And I used to watch that program with called Most Haunted with Derek Akora. And I used to love those live ones they used to do every Halloween or whatever there was. They're going to go somewhere haunted. And I believed that, I believed this, and it was like, oh, god damn it. And then, I was watching these programs, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Derek Akora, he's the medium that goes around with all these people trying to talk to ghosts. He said something, and I got freaked the fuck out. And this is where the ghost wank comes in. I'm laughing because I'm nervous of saying this shit. He said, right, the ghost can see you, and they're talking to the host and they're telling stories, and he's trying to explain blah blah blah. a Derek call is saying that like the ghosts can see you, they're watching you and they know what you're doing, and when the first time I heard him say that, I was like, in my head, they watching me taking a wank. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first found that shit out, for over 2 weeks, I didn't even take a wank. I was so paranoid. Every time I was going to the toilet, I was like, hello? Are you there? So, for what you said, I didn't even have a wank for like 2 weeks. I was like, that's criminal, man. I got so paranoid. I thought it was somebody spied on me, and every time I was like, I was gonna pull my dick out. I was like, I was looking into nowhere. I was like, and sometimes I was like, are you there? I pull my dick away. Are you there? Yeah, so fucking ghost wank, like, innit? How dare you, Derek Acorah, fucking make me think there's I don't know, even till this day, right? You still fuck me up. I'm not gonna lie, I do rub one out quite a few times, just to keep myself fucking jolly. But every now and then I'm thinking, is there somebody watching me? It's kind of weird, and it's kind of fucked up, really. If there is somebody watching me beyond the grave, and they say, oh, we got like our spiritual ancestors or angels or blah 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 watching over us, and there I am fucking busting a nut with my hands, cause I ain't got a fucking what the hell, man? It creeps me the fuck out, man. Yeah, you gotta take, you actually gotta have a fucking crazy brain just to fucking do it to it. Yeah, so that fucked me up so much, and it still fucked me up to this day. The ghost wank. Don't fucking annoy me, dude. Whoever's watching over me, whoever's in this fucking place I live, mate, go and fucking annoy somebody else. I gotta do something. Yeah, so that's my crazy fucking 4 stories. Fear, stone cold, ghost wank, and sitting on my turd. That's it. Nothing more to say. What else can I what else can I come out? Every one of them are true. If you don't believe it, fuck it. Because you can't even make this shit up. You'd be like, I'm gonna make a movie. It's gonna be like, it'd be ridiculous. And that's probably based on somebody's fucking life. Like it says there, I'm a smart person. I just do fucking stupid things. And I'm gonna leave it on that note, and I'm fucking done. And I'll see you now in a minute.